okay, you had some thoughts now, what can be AI and what not, and maybe also you got feedback from others. But now let's try to define a bit more what is AI. Let's go a bit through the history. When was maybe the first AI application? Take a guess. Was it in the last 100 years, the last 1,000 years? I can get even very far to the past and have a proposal. What do you think of that one? 250 before Christ. A water clock from Stebius, and that one was regulating the water flow. So it got some input, the water, and then was regulating the perfect output based on whatever input it got. Disregarding if it was more or less water flow, it was very perfectly regulating the flow and giving the perfect time. Is that AI? Somehow parts of it are also in AI systems, but this water clock is not yet AI. It is a control theory system, and similar systems later on were like the steam machine regulator or mathematical theory about these cybernetical systems developed in the 19th century and later on. So that's not yet AI, but some of these aspects belong to AI. Another one is this process by Frederick Winston Taylor. He looked into steelworks and wanted to see how can we optimize production of steel. So he broke down the process of production into many, many small steps and then asked several of these employees in the steelworks, how do you do each individual step? And then he came up with a way to make each step optimal in terms of time, but maybe also in terms of waste of material. And then define a kind of rule book. That's the way how you have to solve these individual sub-steps. This process led to a rapid increase of the production. Production was doubled, and that made it also much more efficient and cost efficient. So this breaking down a bigger process into smaller processes is a quite interesting aspect. It's not AI per se, but this idea behind is the idea of the general problem solver, and that's what we will also see later on in the lecture, where you have a bigger problem, you break it down into smaller problems, and then you try to find solution for each of them in the optimal way and put everything together. So it's not AI, but the major foundations are there for applied AI. How about that one? That one is commonly agreed being the first work of AI. It's the Warren, Kalloch, and Pitts neuron. It's inspired by brain activity, a way to model how a neuron works. That was in the 1940s developed and integrated ideas of brain activity with the neuron, formal analysis of logics, and also the program theory of Turing. And altogether was put together into these learnable neurons. So it's a self-learning system which can perform very simple equations. So it could calculate and various other things. And this neuron is one of the major foundations of AI, and we will learn a little bit more about these neurons in future lectures.